Man, get that shit out of me. Greetings to the strange amount of views my 1x video got. I wasn't expecting it to have that many, if I'm gonna be honest. Thanks regardless. Anyways, since I'm working on this video on the same day, I hope to release it, being the obvious one we all know associated with this one character. I figured why not go for John Doe themes next. It was the only other Roblox myth/hacker suggested on my 1x videos comments. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Sit back and enjoy the show. The typical way John Doe is portrayed is simple. Big man with big evil corruption on his body that allows him to be brutal. The reason most games do this is a reference to an old exploit that morphed you into the Doe with a big spiky arm and red eye and a dark trail on his footsteps. So this means all the games in this video will have a John Doe like that. How exactly it came to be is up to them, but the general thing will be based off one thing. Do they fit the brutish corrupted man or not? It's quite simple, but there's also a general lore factor based on what I know of them. Let's get into the video by starting off with iconic and still pretty good. I certainly think it fits the strategic trapping brute of the game. I'm a good fan of the old school walking sound effect hidden to make it feel like he's approaching no matter what. The synths at the start really ooze a glitchy and evil feeling, which is perfect for the corruption John has in this game. I like how the chase takes its time to build up before really kicking off. I do think it's slightly not fitting gameplay-wise, since he's probably gotten a decent number of damage on you by that point, and pressure would have already set in, but it's alright. There is this one moment at the end of the chase, I'll cut to it, where the background has this almost tornado siren-like sound rising and ascending. Overall, good fitting theme. You can even argue lore accurate considering his lack of remembrance or whatever. Final score is 8.5 out of 10. I hear that fucking FL Studio Styrus synth you can't fool. Regardless, I like how heavy it gets. It certainly is a brutal theme for an all-evil tyrant who really wants you dead with all his wrath and beauty. The aim-in breaks are also really cool. It makes it feel more like a fight, which fits with some of the character's power buttons. I could just imagine this as an ultra-kill boss. The guitar solo kicking in is really awesome. I can feel it would definitely give off both an imposing feeling for a survivor and an encouragement boost at John Doe. I also like the little trumpets. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too versed to know how to purely differentiate an instrument like that, but it just feels pretty playful, which I'd imagine fit John here if he's fun murdering. This last part of the theme sells. I'd imagine chasing in this game will be a bit short, whether it's getting away from the or dying. So it upping in intensity feels like a lock-in or your life. Overall, a stylish banger with an unexpected but well-used deployment. Final score is 8 out of 10. Turns out I missed that the 1x theme from the Robloxia until Dawn was outdated. So here's the new version. And oh god, is it a hype one? It feels epic, but still menacing, which especially fits his new look here as seen in the video. Then, suddenly, there's these violins that give off a sense of sadness out of nowhere. It's really cool, since apparently this 1x caused the apocalypse in this game. So it's either the drowning sorrow of the world's devastation, or for some magical reason 1x has some form of regret or guilt over it. But there's this one final detail that really makes me like this. I swear I hear the Condemned 1x theme. I'm going to play the Condemned one, and then a segment from Binary Hunt and highlight where I hear it. Listen. My assumptions fall on Molly intentionally referencing coincidence, but it's all cool nonetheless. Now, of course, this is a John Doe ranking, but I'd say this one's like a 9 for 1X's. Okay, now let's get back to the Johns. I love this theme. It is so ominous. The wedding music that slowly fades out as John Doe approaches just injects you with the terror and sorrow of what the corruption has done to him. Also, his design just fucking rocks. Looks straight out of Resident Evil. This visualizer is also just really beautiful. You start out with this dreadful heartbeat, either being John's presence alone, making your heart petrify the moment you feel him, or John's own heartbeat trying to resist the corruption, or something like that. Then layer 2 kicks in. These church bells of damnation calling as both memories of John's marriage and your impending doom. You have the rest of these scary horror-esque instruments in the background. It reminds me of film soundtracks, which makes it far scarier to me, because in films you cannot alter what happens next. Unlike video games where you can survive, should you be skilled enough against whoever's playing Doe. The third layer has this powerful organ that just fuels the concept of duality with memories of marriage and impending devastation. The violins enforce the sadness of what has happened to John, while the Souls-like choir in the back call the sense of danger of the impending killer. And also in the visualizer you can see the ring belonging to John, I assume, disappear, suggesting it might have been the last thing he did before succumbing to depression. Then the chase layer finally kicks in, with the full-blown orchestra slash as a general slasher film Awakening, as it still keeps a slow pace despite up and up back and forth. I assume John plays similarly to Asyms, at least being like a killer that relies on ability usage to force you into the death of your superiors, so it really matches the same. There's also that sick wind and fluent light motive from that guitar that comes out. There's still the church organ that is in the background, which is really funny because this thing is certainly fun. I would complain about the general lack of synth-wide or retro-wide or code feeling instruments, but considering John's infection looks more organic-ish or something, it's a pass. Oh my fucking god, Shattered Hope John is so good. I'd honestly automatically name him if I wasn't aware of his thing environment. Never. Honestly, if all the base killers were launched into the ground, and I like John's more still, I might honestly do it. I've talked too much about this honestly. So let's get back to a whole recipe. That's the joke. Timeless is up to this. Final score is 10 out of fucking 10. Remember when I said that I was fine with the lack of glitchy-like elements in Shattered Hope's John theme, due to the infection looking organic? Yeah. So Timeless Doe's theme is very glitchy, and all that despite his infection also looking organic as hell. I do like how the visualizer shows Johns from other games. That's a cool touch. But I'm not the biggest fan of the EAS sirens. They just feel loud and not really fitting, especially since 1X's theme already had it. However, I am a fan of when it descends into breakcore madness with chase stunts. If the Robloxia, until Dawn's John felt like it could be an ultra kill boss, this one is literally just a Sisyphean insurrectionist. Look at how high and far he jumps. Overall, Timeless John Doe is alright. Gets the job done, and I like the rating. Final score is 7 out of 10. Yeah, this theme just feels like an arsonist. Makes sense since John Doe in this game has a flamethrower. The weird mosquito trumpet noise, it's on the tip of my tongue on what it actually is, please help, just feels ominously threatening. There's this triangle wave-ish sound at layer 2, that kind of. It feels like a sense of exploration. Makes sense, I suppose, considering his John's ability. The third layer feels dramatic, like it's ready to show off the Doe's power like some weird performance. Considering his whole king thing going on, it makes sense, I guess. And the guitar's blaster ass. I swear to God, it's a motif of the trumpets from Great Strategy, which is honestly really sick. It definitely feels like a wildfire's wrath incarnated into this warrior who will stop at nothing. Final score is 8.5 out of 10. This design is so off-putting. The weird, comically unnatural spike arm with the weird face on that one Omega flowy screen really just feels ominous. Really good design. Also, the title is really cool. It's like John in this game is so scary it gets the survivors to abandon their senses of teamwork just to avoid facing him. Now, this is for the classic skin, and you may wonder where the actual base theme is. Maybe it's not out like Shattered X's? Well, actually it is. I just think this theme mocks it. No offense, I think the new one actually fits more chase-wise. However, the theme's emotion and design for classic just gives off much more terror and sorrow in my opinion. While his base design just looks like a barren forsaken Doe got back in his head. I like how the chase starts with just amens before it blasts off, like your brain is solely registering the threat is there before it goes and trying to run. And it truly just feels like a horde hunting you down so much you want to redirect your attention to anything. It's a fantastic match for the end of the song, and it really goes to show the terror this Doe has. And then suddenly, as this terror feels out of place with itself, which makes it all the more scary, you have this out of nowhere and still. Meanwhile, contrasted with what happens with the new theme, it just kind of feels like it's trying too much to one-up its classic counterpart. This piano and some other instruments like the high violin near the end set off this true sorrow of having body control like something so demonic. Overall, this theme is really good and intense, with great points from Metro. The final score is 9 out of 10. Hey, I managed to finish this video before March 19th for me. Nice. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to export it and upload it in time, so you'll see the placeholder thumbnail for like half a day, but I'm still proud of what I've made. And hey, it's cool for us too, who may have never discovered these themes otherwise. That's the beauty of it, I think. You don't even need to find beauty in things to enjoy them. Live your life however you want as long as it doesn't truly disrupt anyone else. Thanks for watching. Maybe like and subscribe. Give me my RPG Doombringer skin in eternity, you guys, and goodbye.